What's up, family? Welcome back to another legendary top of the movie reaction video. Let's go.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Carter, brother, you know what time it is when you hear this, right?
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yo, Akala.
Wow.
Knowledge is power. Volume 1 mixtape, 28th of May. Listen, akalamusic.com.
Chase.
Tiny bit more vocal, please, actually. Listen, knowledge is power, always.
Yeah, facts. Knowledge is power. Without the knowledge, there's no power.
Listen.
The scam, brother, the scam!
Oi, mate, my personal life's great. Some of you would love me more if I rub that in your face. Okay, well, let us run down the resume and have a little chat about Akala's living today. Big whip, nice yard, been all over the globe. Look how many continents that I have done. Shows, couple little
He said, look how many continents that I done. Shows. My man said, basically, I'm going to break it down. I lived a life. I lived a life to the fullest. I'm living it to the fullest. I'm succeeding. I'm thriving. And let me show you let me give you a gist of what I'm talking about. Since you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to break down what I'm talking about in that bar flow.
Neat little office, everything going swell. Little bit of profit, built a business educating kids from the block. So far as I'm concerned, you gotta be a mug to not rate him. Own my own masters, still my own master. Novels and scripts on the way. Rap is just a part of the genius in his head, and he knows it. Dickhead, since I used to kick ball for West Ham with my big head. Back in school days, wearing hand-me-downs from my sister, and gal was still onto man. Now that's some Ross charisma. It's just a nipper. I took my first pull of Rizla. And who you think gave me that? Yeah, my biggest sister. So when we speak of struggle, cousin, it's yours. You know the same old madness. Working class poor, yeah. So may have won a couple awards. I guarantee you that my family just as messed up as yours. All the abuse and
he said, I won a couple awards. I guarantee you my family just messed up as yours. Meaning, basically in translation, he like, look, I done came through some stuff. Every family and everybody got their own trials and tribulations. But at the end of the day, I'm still thriving. I'm still focused on succeeding. You know, what I put in is what I receive. The work I put out, I'm going to get. You know, my hustle can't cheat me. The hustle can't cheat the hustle. Whatever I put in, she gonna give me back in return. You feel me? So at the end of the day, we had to be on the same situation where some type of family dysfunction in that category. I'm still thriving, getting awards. So what's your excuse? You telling this story, man.
Alcoholism and drug addiction, uncles going to prison. This is working class living in Britain, it ain't great. You gotta be kidding. So please don't ever get confused by me spitting, cause yes, I said the ghetto's in our head, but no, I didn't mean if you live next to a food yard, let that's in your dreams. I meant believing in the madness they spout about us is far more dangerous than putting us in council houses. So yeah,
he said, hold on, run it back.
Believing in the madness they spout about us is
he said, you believing in the madness they spat about us.
More dangerous than putting us in council houses.
It's more dangerous than putting us in council houses. Meaning the madness, the chaos. It's so chaotic that at the end of the day, we get put in council houses. We can't undo the traumas from traumatic experiences we already experienced. Yeah, we gotta go through them, but compared to the madness we going through, the council houses, it still can't weigh the odds of how much traumatic things are.
Yeah, I criticize, but from a place of love, never, ever. Cause I think that I've become above every young brother you wanna judge as a tug. It's me, man, it's a little guidance and love, so I think that you're the mug. And why be smug when it's an actual fact? We all commit crime simply by paying tax. Cause we didn't go and tickle them people in Iraq and ask them so politely for all the minerals we extract. We blew children's heads off, set fire to backs. We're a gangster.
He said he boomed children's head off, set fires to facts. Dang. My man coming strong.
Get down and you get clapped. So when you see the youth they're running around on the road with heaters, don't be surprised. They're just copying their leaders.
Oh, that spoke volumes right there. And that's even fast forward to now. Like, it's self-explanatory. It's self-evident. You know, if you see the generation in the neighborhood playing around with some heaters, you know, it's the leader's fault, because at the end of the day, kids only do what they see. They only do what they observe. They only do what they're allowed to do. And what they see, they will copy. They will imitate. So at the end of the day, just because a child look like he not watching, he is watching. They like sponges. They suck up everything and embrace all the type of vibes and actions and everything that look to be deemed acceptable in their environment, and they end up portraying the same thing in which they have learned from their experience and growing up and evolving in life, that this is seem acceptable to their lifestyle, which then them entirely sinks in for them to embrace things that's actually self-destructive to their life and in their lifestyle, and self-destructive to their growth and going the right path, and growing in the right route, going on the right route in the right direction.
Wars, stay in places that are brown and poor. We can all pretend to be abhorred, but we applaud. If you go up to Knightsbridge and get violent, the policeman that doppies you will probably get knighted. If I don't want to fight you, cuz it ain't cause I'm frightened. I'd just rather fight with those who really think they're titans. I ain't scared of bleeding. I am scared of bleeding.
If I fight with you, I really ain't scared of fighting. I just rather fight with those who worth my time, who worth to fight. You know, at the end of the day, he said who really titans. I'm gonna fight with those the best of the best that have a purpose. I ain't gonna just be fighting just to be fighting, ignorant to the simple fact that what am I getting out of it? What knowledge am I portraying? What value am I giving back in return and putting into people? What value am I putting on myself? Just fighting things and entertaining things that's really just a waste of time. That's really just worthless to entertain.
Another breath in this world where everything is so uneven, where millions murdered in the Congo when it's barely news. But if a footballer's wife should buy a pair of shoes, I'm supposed to give a apparently I do not. The world's a reflection of your block, and if you think a world that profit from their death and be totally cool thinks you're better cause you live here, you're a bloody fool. Look around at genocidal abuse. I swear humanity ain't nothing but a virus with shoes. Then I pick my nephew up from school and I look at the youths and see the love they show each other, and I'm just so confused because they ain't learned yet what is their race or religion. So we're born unconditioned, but we learn to play up.
He basically said he pick up the youngest from school, his family, his nephews, and he look how much love they got for each other, but the simple fact that there's so many things that's tempted to tear them apart, you know. In the world, you know, it's a cold world, and the simple fact that it's beautiful that his nephews loving each other, but at the end of the day, they just don't know what's yet to come, which could be tempted to put a wedge in their relationship. The simple fact as parents and family members, you know, having the younger generation coming up after you, can't protect them from the world. It's better long you love them so much you want to protect them from themselves, but you can't because they got to learn, man. Or you'll be sitting there being a disservice to them in their life, ignorant to the simple fact of things like he just explained. That's actually factors that play parts in their lives. That's gonna play a big part. Like, listen to
confused because they ain't learned yet what is their race or religion. So we're born unconditioned, but we learn to play our position in the system. Look what that does to our recognition of self. We grow suspicion of our own intuition. Now listen, Akala's sick, but he raps about racism too much. Could you imagine I gave a flying? Cause it's amazing how many want to claim they love this music with no respect for the actual struggle that produced it. Did hip-hop not start in segregated hoods? Are them hoods not still segregated? So it's really good. Are the First Nation not still on reservations where the age of 46 is the average life expectation? And fellas, I wonder where the favelas have been suddenly knocked down and replaced with something better. If you got sense, you see fights are joined, and race, class and gender are sides of the same coin. So if you're really down for justice, whoever the people who suffers, whoever you are, I consider you my sister's brothers, but call it what it is. Like
whoever suffer, I consider you my sister brothers. I look at you as family. At the end of the day, if we all at one suffer, we all suffer. Yeah.
No Bill Hicks, not these patronizing left-wing little twits that ask me dumb shit on a superior tip and wanna act like cause I read I saw less violence as a kid. Don't make me an exception for your mental protection from accepting the madness in the system we are left in. That was the clearest thing to come of August.
Don't let your perception let you accept. Oh, hold on, run that back. Whatever, that was ill.
I wanna act like cause I read I saw less violence as a kid. Don't make me an exception for your
Don't make me an exception.
Oh, protection from accepting.
From your mental protection from accepting.
Madness in the system we are left in. That
the madness. It's the things we are left in. Don't let no one be an exception. Don't let yourself be an exception. Don't make no one else be an exception to the simple fact of reality that you choose to accept, which is an enabling behavior or something that's not even productive enough to be accepted. Because not only is it tearing you down, but tearing those around you. Because you're not only impacting yourself, but you are being an impact on those around you, whether you know it subconsciously or not.
Clearest thing to come of August events. All the closet bigots started speaking their minds again. So when a Jamaican or Asians misbehaving, of course it's because of their skin. Blonde hair kills a million people, that's just him. And it's entertaining, some people are so thick. But I prefer that than all of the fake grins. Cause it's the only problem, people claim they wanna solve, but don't actually wanna talk about how it evolved. You are told, this country really, really yours, sir? What they did to brown people did to their own poor first. And originally in the States, working class whites were also enslaved. Then no one talks about it today. Ever since the master came with the system of privilege, made the working whites the overseers, mulattoes the house, cause put the darkest blacks in the field. That mind is with us still. $billion industry, skin cream and bleaching pills. And let's be honest, people of my complexion to this very day still think they're better than the darker section. You say it's changed, then only educate me about Wilberforce, not about the Africans in Haiti who beat the armies of the British, Spanish and Napoleon. From the moment they stolen them, there was no controlling them. When
Yo, my man is a bookie. You can tell my man be reading the books, bro. His lyrical bars is like a history class.
Our pleasure should be
like a history class.
When I was in school, she said, no, you never fought for freedom. No, we freed you, and you were on your knees pleading. And what's more, did you know that we kind of saved you from the barbarism of Africa?
He even rap with the sarcasm, strictly with the humor, the simple fact to incorporate how he's putting a perception in perspective. Like, my man got the tone, the aura to talk and tell a story so effectively in his bar flow. Like, it's amazing.
Should be grateful when enough of our own people can't be bothered to read that they actually believed that we were swinging from trees. They don't know the Kingdom of Congo had embassies in Italy 500 years ago. Literally ain't heard of St. Maurice nor Septimus Severus. They ain't studying the past cause they think it's irrelevant. And attempts to pretend ancient Egyptians weren't African, nothing more than pseudo-intellectual lies. They obviously ain't read what Aristotle and Herodotus said about people that they saw for their own eyes. And Egypt's been invaded since the fall of the pharaohs. Not once, not twice, but many, many times. So nobody wants to explain why so many statues are missing noses, even when them statues made of granite. It ain't one people alone mistaught about themselves. We live on Celtic land, but don't learn about the Celts. The same Irish people you characterize as stupid during the Dark Ages, some of the most educated living in Europe. And did you learn?
Some of the most educated living in Europe. Now he going around. I believe he is going into stereotypical things of how individuals and things could be so generalized, and then he breaks it down to the simple fact that, contrary to popular belief, like, look, this is what really it is, but a lot of people believe in this, but this is really what it is. Giving the examples in his bar flow, telling his story, like, it's amazing, bro.
Would you count with every day was invented by Indian people? I bet you didn't. Or how many million Indians fought for Britain in both world wars? Still you got the cheek to call them immigrants. We don't learn about the Moors, of course. For some that knowledge dangerous. Is it a problem the impact they had on the Renaissance? When people take power over another group, we minimize their achievements so we can make it feel true. So if
he said when people take power over another group, they minimize their achievement so they make it look true. Just imagine if someone put you down and minimize any little accomplishment that you make so they can big up themselves. So you look like whatever you're doing means nothing. Ooh.
Columbus was first to sail ocean blue, you probably believe Elvis invented rock and roll too. And oh, for the record, no doubt I believe in peace, but not for 1 second and they'll turn the other cheek. They slap you, slap them back, take teeth. The only way a bully ever learn is getting beat. Fight fire with fire, nah, fire with water. See, the life-giving force is stronger than the destroyer. That's why these MCs can't speak to me. No, all men are not made equally. My brain's made of iron fiber, conducting the livest wire. My average grade's high.
Said my brain's made of iron fiber, I'm conducting the livest wire. He said basically I'm not human, I'm a different type of breed, boy.
For the Cambridge require, I don't want credit because I got a message. I want credit because I'm the best MC. Dead it. When I came out way back in 04, sister, I just won every award. Most man would have done the bait thing, put big sis on the chorus chords. That would have been A-list draw. Quickly I would have been famous more, but look how I came in this thing raw. Bang up the streets some more. If I MC then I heard me rap, I'd be like, what the? I ain't never gonna be that good, so I better not push my luck. It will embarrass me. Only insanity would make you challenge me. Better hope if we bump heads, that day that I feel like charity. If not, it's a beating, and there ain't no use in search of a meaning.
You said you better hope if we bump heads, that's the day I feel like charity. Or other than that, He coming hard. He coming for you. Straight with the bar flows.
It means is that you are crap and I am a genius. Why I'm Panama. I push the perimeter. Can you imagine if I'm sicker than average? A killing with character. Benjamin Banneker. Look at the marriage. Stamina damage away from Britannica.
I wasn't expecting him to rap that fast, bro.
For the whole of the calendar, so cold that I roll in the challenger. Why you man roll with the amateurs? I'm too much harder. You can just call him Father Akala, but I don't talk shit like a pastor. You already know that I'm smarter than half a bloody disaster.
He said he talks stuff like a pasta. Hold up.
Much harder. You can just call him Father Akala, but I don't talk shit like a pastor. You already know that I'm smarter than half a bloody disaster. If I ever start, I'll probably a prodigy, make you a martyr for these crap MCs that mumble. Then see me in the flesh and crumble. Never told you that I was humble. No, I'm not. Don't lie. I'm so sure in my writing ability that I feel.
He said he ain't humble.
Smarter than half a bloody disaster. If I ever start, I'll probably a prodigy, make you a martyr for these crap MCs that mumble. Then see me in the flesh and.
He said these crap MCs that mumble.
Half a bloody disaster. If I ever start, I'll probably a prodigy, make you a martyr for these crap MCs that mumble. Then see me in the flesh and crumble. Never told
you see me in a flesh thing. They see me in a flash thing crumble.
I was humble. No, I'm not. Don't lie. I'm so sure in my writing ability that I feel like I'm finding divinity. Sit down.
Oh, he said, I'm not humble. Don't lie. He said he's sure in his writing ability. That's like a divine ability. Basically, my man said he's sacred with the work. He's sacred with the bar flow. Simple fact, when he write in pen and he write his bars, it's already strictly divine, like gifted, boy.
Rhyme soliloquy, my agility, time in his military. What singular team for the mini-me? It seems you're a fiend for the mimicry. Your team couldn't dream of the synergy that I bring when I scheme when a wicked beat. There goes again with the big words with best syllables. Get your dictionaries out, that's what I'm about. Clowns wanna shout, flash them, smash them in the mouth. Bloody professor, a man of the letters I read and I'm sure that I'm better. Never regret an endeavor to dead an oppressor. I think that the lepers that think that their pleasures are better endeavors than all of our pressures. But see me, born in a rage, maroon blood coursing my veins. As you can see, I was born for the stage, but I'll never be their cultural maid. Some say that we're political, is what
he said. As you can see, I was born for the stage, but I was never cultural made. I mean, he don't follow the trends. He be himself. And you take him for what it is, and he is what it is, and it is what it is when it comes to his music.
Isn't. Don't they preach a political doctrine called materialism? But for all the Italian clothes that you wear, or German cars that you drive, or French champagne that we'll buy, will still be monkeys in their eyes. So why you were begging it? Who knows? Italians fight to wear Jamaican clothes. Italians call their own women for everyone's entertainment, bro. But hey, what do I know? I'm just the one with the codes that flows all over the globe. I'm bunning down shows, but still don't oil my chest and pose. Pose a threat to the power structure. Not because we're anything special, but because we're the people together, and that's the only way things change ever.
We the people together, and that's the only way we change forever. Unity is always a beautiful thing, man.
My gosh. Akala just tore the building to pieces! I don't even know what to say!
A little cup of water and my man just spit all that like in 9 minutes.
I feel like I just been schooled!
Let's go, bro.
Call my phone!
Give him a different beat. Give him a different beat. I want to see if it, yeah, give it. Come on.
Little story, let's take him down. Yo, listen. Yo.
I know you gonna dig this.
Absolute power corrupts, absolutely, but absolute powerlessness does the same. It's not the poverty, it's the inequality we live with every day that will turn us insane. Absolute power corrupts, absolutely, but absolute powerlessness does the same. It's
my man got a whole hook to it.
Not the poverty, it's the inequality we live with every day. Yo, listen. In a scheme of living, my life wasn't hard, but as far as Britain goes, I practically starved. Sleeping in a tracksuit, gas meter running out, electric car off as well.
You said sleeping in it, hold up.
Practically starved, sleeping in a tracksuit, gas meter running out, electric car off as well. Candles lighting up the house, looking in my mother's eyes, I see how she feels. The strain and the pain of just paying bills that ain't.
My man talking about the structure of just surviving. That come along with a very stressful, let alone burdensome type of mindset, along with just livelihood, bro. It could be very daunting. Like, it take a toll.
And that's how I grew, like so many more. And that was part of who I am very sure. You wanna know the rage I feel in my stomach? No, my mom and dad split up when I was still in her stomach. And not everything that happened I will put in 16s, but I will tell you enough so you will know what I mean. My boy's mother got cancer the same time as mine, but his mother.
Oh, bro, why you stop the bar flow like that, bro? He was in telling the story. Come on, bro.
Yo,
he was, bro.
mother died and mine survived. It was crazy back then. When I was like 10, already had the mental strength more than many grown men. This was a...
He said by the time he was 10, he already had the mental strength more than grown men, meaning he know how already to work through and not be stuck on his emotions, because the simple fact he already been through situations that led to test his emotional ability to be able to sustain it and have self-control and work past those emotions and not be stuck on those emotions, man. All dude just struggle on livelihood. If his livelihood was just struggling and watching his mom do it.
Couple years after my stepdad left, did he really know the crazy mess that he left? Because mum done recover from the lumps in her neck, but being poor and alone couldn't cope with the stress. My big sis fought, so much so, now I hadn't left school. When she left home, I was 13 by now, still a little kid, innocent. Next couple years though, will turn him to a militant. That is the result of no food in the fridge. And every...
He said a couple years turned into a militant. Basically now he just doing whatever he gotta do to survive. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and that means by any means necessary. He gonna have to do what he gotta do because ain't no food in the fridge. And most of the time, it's more tempting and easier to do the wrong thing than the right thing, because the right thing to take some time. It's not gonna happen overnight. You know, it'd be the slow right. That's the best route. But sometimes people lose their patience because their circumstance outweighing the patience where I can't wait no longer, and it's like, okay, this joint going past, but I gotta do some things to get some quick cash, like for real, like survival mode.
The day you're getting searched by the pigs, plus these patronizing teachers, though my grade's sick, trying to emasculate me, yeah, turn me to a Anna. Don't mean a woman, please let me be clear. I mean a spineless man, because what do they fear? More than a working class brown male with a brain. When our energy is harnessed, everything changed. Look at Pac, look at Marley, look at Hendrix, look at Garvey. This is the potential that is wasted on a daily basis. A racist, classist world that we're living. Still we coming for nothing and we educate millions. I see why it scares you. It's like, how dare you overcome obstacles that we have been careful to place in your way every step of the way. In this so-called democracy where kids get sprayed, blacks and the Asians, Turks and the Chavs, crowded in council flats, living like ants, and who's more confused than so-called Turks and the Chavs, crowded in council flats, living...
You said crowded in council flats?
Ants, and who...
Living like ants. Meaning you taking what you could get. For example, you know them people, people who be living in a crowded household, but they taking what they can get and they living with it at the end of the day, because having something is better than having nothing, you know?
More confused than so-called white trash, talking this madness about they want their country back. It never was yours. You should read more. What they did to brown people, they did to their own poor. But people's memory short, so much that I'm seeing black and Asian kids cuss Eastern Europeans. No pot to piss in makes competition. I fail to see how this is an effective system when cats and dogs in America and Britain eat better food than most of humanity, and we spend our technology only on killing. How is...
He basically said
to see how this is an effective system when cats and dogs in America and Britain eat better food than most of humanity, and we spend our technology only on killing. How is this more than sophisticated savagery? It was once said, the world is a stage, each person just an actor with a part to play. Like
the world is a stage, each person is an actor, and they just playing a part of the play. And I just believe significantly he mean that everybody has their purpose in life. And at the end of the day, you are what you make out of it while you're on this earth, and able to execute and do what you need to do to pursue the dream.
Middle class kids and kids of the rich that have everything, but yet still they pissed on their coke and ketamine, strung out on... I ain't generalizing, look at the evidence, so go to Glastonbury any year, you will see. But unlike Carnival, it won't be crawling with police, this is London. The kids on the very next street had a very different life experience from me. And in my experience, they can't help but be smug after a lifetime of what they think's just good luck. But they're still more anxious and more thankless. Unearned privilege weighs like an anchor, that's why they copy what...
They're still anxious, unknown privilege, it weighs like an unprivileged. It weighs like an anchor. Living anxious every single day, after a while, you just reach your breaking point. Like, heavy is the head that wears the crown. You know?
Trying to be what they not. They will grow up though and get better jobs and maintain a system that they claim that they hated. They can't fight against, they got a stake in this matrix. Hip Hip-hop is just a fad to them. You didn't know? But for us, this is our living, breathing soul. And yeah, they might backpack in South America or even volunteer in an African village. But all said and done, when push comes to shove and hits the fan of middle class and British, and I ain't even dissing. That's just how it is. Most rich brown people are just as full of shit. So much more with our cars and jewels than most of the world's poor looks just like you.
You say they so in debt into the simple fact they feel like they owe mama a house and so caught up in being flashy that they just as poor as the world around you. Because at the end of the day, they trying to sustain and show off this lifestyle to impress those, which really leads to your own destruction.
Much more concerned with being privileged few. And who knows, maybe me too, because absolute power corrupts absolutely, but
absolute power corrupts absolute. My man even holding himself accountable. Maybe he said, maybe me too, prone to that. When I get successful, I'm acting different and moving different, and it's leading to, you know.
Powerlessness does the same. It's not the poverty, it's the inequality we live with every day that will turn us insane. Absolute power corrupts absolutely, but absolute powerlessness does the same. It's not the poverty, it's the inequality we live with every day that will turn us insane.
Who's bad? Akala's in the building, man! That's what you call a real MC right here! Just schooled you, man! Please pay attention! Power. Knowledge is power!
Hey man, my man artistry is type crazy, mad different, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a big thumbs up, man. Subscribe to our YouTube algorithm, is totally free. And remember, family, let the love supersede the hate. Family. On that note, peace.